Did you ever think about the fact that each loan type has different minimum property requirements when it comes to purchasing a home? And what are you thinking about an FHA loan or a VA loan or a conventional loan when they're all just a little bit different? Everything's a little bit different. So Erin McCormick with the McCormick Law Firm is here to answer a few questions for us today. So each loan type has minimum property requirements, right? So when it comes to purchasing a home, what should we consider when buying a home that's sold as is, but we're using an FHA loan to purchase?
That's a great question. When you're buying, and I would add this too for VA, which is a different type of loan. What you should consider when buying an FHA or VA home as is two things. One, the appraiser is going to be looking for certain things. You're going to be doing your home inspection. You should hire an attorney that knows to ask for certain things in the letter to protect you. And if the seller is not going to be willing to address certain things that come up, they're not going to be able to sell their home. And then you would get your deposit back. You should also consider that if they don't fix those things, you would be out of the cost of the inspection. So do a thorough walkthrough before you put in your offer and talk with your agent to see if that's worth putting an offer. Make sure they're having a conversation with the listing agent, or if it's a for sale by owner, that your agent is having a conversation with the seller if they're not going to hire an agent. Clearly, it's a for sale by owner, to see if they would address certain things that might come up in an appraisal. An experienced realtor like Cathy would know what to ask for. She's also a veteran, so she would know what's required on a VA loan.
Got it. So those minimum property requirements are a little bit different with FHA and VA than they are with a conventional loan,
Correct.
right? So maybe what should we look at with just a conventional loan?
So one time in my almost 8 years of practicing law, I saw a subject to on an appraisal says that certain repairs are required. So with a conventional loan, the biggest thing that you need to be concerned about would be, is the property going to appraise? In this market, there's still what's called an appraisal gap addendum, and you want to consider as a buyer, are you going to make up the difference between the contract purchase price and the appraised value? The example would be, I'm buying a home for $500,000. If it under appraises, say, for 50,000, so it comes in at 450 on the bank's appraised value, you're agreeing to bring 2,000, 5,000, 50,000, whatever that agreed to number is. Now you have to bring that out of pocket. And if you don't, the thing that's going to happen first is you will absolutely lose your earnest money deposit, and the seller reserves the right to sue you if you don't buy the home.